Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. Just about halfway through the season and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the Sun Devils head coach told me pregame he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Sun Devils ready to kick it away first. Bringing it out. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense comes onto the field first today. And here is the talented Micah Alejado out to run the attack. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing. The run inside. It's Rice. There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Harris. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Quickly to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Rainbow Warriors go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Rice.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running inside. It's Rice. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. So Arizona State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get a look at Kyson Brown. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hand off for Brown. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We're only in the opening drive here, guys. He's already making his mark in this game. He is so dynamic from the running back position, and it's obvious in their game plan and what it entails. They are going to force feed him the rock and just wear this defense down.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house, but you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Shoots it to the left. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front.
Maybe some room here. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, ASU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And down he goes.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rice. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's third and forever like that, I'm thinking pack.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Here's Brown. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The play-action fake. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We'll get a stoppage in play here as there's an injured Rainbow Warrior. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. Across the 45. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. On his feet at the 40. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
They'll run it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They'll go with Brown. There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back, seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run.
Number 7, set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. The screen, he can go. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. And now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back to pass, it's Boley. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Bounced off his feet. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Commodores coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game in Tempe. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Sun Devils head coach told me something crucial. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown again. Push down for the tackle.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No, Moss. Get it together.
Looking for a man. It's Boley. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. The run inside. It's Rice. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. You get field position like this and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One more time, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the...
Give him 6. Touchdown ASU. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Hawaii, 0. Number 70, set to kick it off.
He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Sweet cut there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
On the ground with the counter. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Again, it's Brown. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Hand off for Brown. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
35. Hawaii, 0. Number 70, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the 4th quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Brown again. At the 35, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacked on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. Looking to fire. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
One more time, it's Brown. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, Arizona State head coach told me pregame, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Sun Devils offense will have the first possession of the game. And we get a look at Kyson Brown. He barreled his way into the end zone 5 times, leading them to victory last time out.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been their running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Looking to throw, it's Boley. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw. Right down the middle. The short hands. It's Anderson. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Sun Devils come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Now on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Brown. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Red Raiders offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They are going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people, and they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown,
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Arizona State 14, Texas Tech 0. Number 70, set to kick it away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got enough for the first. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
First down, right back to Brown. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 70, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Tight end now in motion. Keeps it himself. Here's a little room there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the 1st down.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Dickey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. It's caught. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught behind the line. It's Dickey. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To throw, it's Hammond. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing.
Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. How about that one soft mitt stopping the revolutions on that one and nestling it in softly?
Yeah, you see receivers practice this all week long on the jugs machine. It's another thing, though, to do it in a game with a guy covering you and the crowd noise. What a play.
They'll run the counter. There's a crease.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Tackle on the play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bolin. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Number 7.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Texas Tech, 0. Number 70, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline. One storyline I've got my eyes on to start this ball game. How is the quarterback moving and throwing? As you remember, really banged up in that game that they lost last week.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. A give to Brown. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. That will not go on a training tape for kicks. Somehow, though, it got over the crossbar. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Number 70, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Rush is on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Runs through a tackle. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's Washington engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone 1st downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC. Now over to your game in Lubbock. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Catches it at the 15. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. He wants to change this route. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
On 3rd down, here's Brown. Brought down at the 46-yard line, and that's enough for the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Boley. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. And it's the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown again. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Under fire. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Robinson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown ASU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout.
Number 70, set to kick it off.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for room. It's Sticky. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Francis. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lee. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff for Brown. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Robinson. Got a little grass. He's at the 40. At the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points came courtesy of that 80-yard run to the house. Coming out with it, it's Lee. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Robinson again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A give to Brown. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe.